In the heart of the wilderness, where trees whisper ancient secrets and the wind carries a sense of foreboding, lie three tales of camping horror. These stories recount the harrowing experiences of unsuspecting adventurers who ventured into the unknown, only to find themselves entangled in the clutches of unimaginable terror. From haunted campgrounds to abandoned campsites and encounters with otherworldly creatures, these tales serve as a chilling reminder that the serenity of nature can quickly transform into a landscape of nightmares. Several years ago, my friends and I decided to embark on a memorable camping trip deep within the woods. We arrived at a secluded campground nestled between towering trees. As night fell, we gathered around a crackling fire, sharing ghost stories and laughter. Little did we know that our own terrifying tale was about to unfold. In the dead of night, strange noises echoed through the campground. Rustling leaves, snapping branches, and eerie whispers permeated the air. We dismissed it as mere wildlife until we saw a shadowy figure darting between the trees. Fear gripped us, and we huddled closer together. As the night wore on, our tents began to shake violently. Unseen hands clawed at the fabric, and chilling cries filled the air. We struggled to escape the clutches of an invisible force that seemed determined to keep us trapped. Panic consumed us, and we made a desperate dash towards our cars. But the horror didn't end there. As we fled, we noticed a dilapidated cabin that stood ominously nearby. Its windows were shattered, and the door creaked open. Against our better judgment, we entered, hoping to find refuge. Inside, we discovered a room filled with tattered photographs and cryptic symbols scrawled on the walls. Suddenly, the cabin door slammed shut behind us, locking us inside. The temperature plummeted, and a bone-chilling presence surrounded us. Whispers grew louder, and the photographs began to move, revealing grotesque images of tortured souls. We were trapped in a haunted dwelling, surrounded by vengeful spirits. Hours passed, and just as we were about to lose hope, the door swung open and daylight streamed in. We stumbled out, battered and shaken, vowing never to return to that cursed campground again. The memory of that night still haunts us, a chilling reminder that some places are best left undisturbed. On a weekend camping trip, my friends and I stumbled upon an abandoned campsite deep in the wilderness. The campsite was eerily silent, and a sense of unease settled over us. We decided to investigate, driven by curiosity and a thirst for adventure. As we ventured deeper into the campsite, we discovered scattered belongings, as if the campers had fled in a hurry. Tents were torn, and cooking utensils lay abandoned. The air grew heavy with an inexplicable tension, and an unsettling feeling washed over us. Just as we were about to turn back, we stumbled upon a journal hidden beneath a pile of leaves. Its pages were filled with the ramblings of an increasingly disturbed individual. The author spoke of strange occurrences, shadowy figures lurking in the woods, and whispered voices that drove them to the brink of madness. Unnerved but compelled to uncover the truth, we decided to spend the night at the abandoned campsite. Darkness descended, and we huddled around a flickering fire, exchanging nervous glances. The forest seemed to come alive, with rustling leaves and distant howls echoing through the night. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream pierced the silence, and we sprang to our feet. Flickering lanterns illuminated the surrounding woods, revealing a horde of grotesque figures closing in on us. Their eyes glowed with an otherworldly light, and their twisted limbs moved with unnatural grace. Terrified, we fled into the night, desperately trying to escape their clutches. Branches whipped at our faces, and the ground seemed to shift beneath our feet. One by one, my friends vanished into the darkness, swallowed by the malevolent force that haunted the abandoned campsite. I managed to escape, forever haunted by the memory of that night. The abandoned campsite remains a chilling reminder that some mysteries are better left unsolved, and some places should never be disturbed. Deep within a remote forest, my family and I embarked on a camping trip to reconnect with nature. Little did we know that our idyllic getaway would soon turn into a nightmare beyond imagination. As night fell, a bone-chilling howl pierced the tranquility of the woods. We gathered in our tent, seeking solace in each other's presence. However, an unsettling feeling settled over us, as if we were being watched by an unseen predator. The night grew darker, and the howls grew closer. The sound of snapping twigs and heavy footsteps surrounded us, filling the air with a sense of impending doom. Fear gripped us, and we huddled together, praying for dawn to break. But the terror did not subside. The creature, whatever it was, began circling our campsite, emitting a guttural growl that sent shivers down our spines. Shadows danced in the moonlight, and we caught glimpses of gleaming eyes, reflecting an insatiable hunger. With each passing moment, the creature grew bolder, inching closer to our tent. Its foul stench filled the air, overpowering our senses. We knew that our lives depended on our next move. Summoning every ounce of courage, we made a daring escape through the dense forest, guided only by the pale moonlight. The creature pursued us relentlessly, its thunderous roars reverberating through the trees. We ran for what felt like an eternity, our hearts pounding in our chests. Finally, we stumbled upon a small clearing, where we found an old, dilapidated cabin. Desperation pushed us to seek refuge within its decaying walls, hoping to find a momentary respite from the relentless chase. We barricaded the entrance, praying that it would hold. Inside, the cabin's atmosphere was suffocating, thick with the stench of decay. The walls were adorned with faded paintings, depicting scenes of grotesque creatures lurking in the shadows. We knew then that we had stumbled upon the lair of something far more sinister than we ever imagined. As the night wore on, we listened in terror as the creature circled the cabin, its claws scraping against the wooden walls. Its growls grew louder, reverberating through the air like a symphony of impending doom. We huddled in the corner, clutching each other tightly, awaiting our fate. But just as the creature prepared to strike, a blinding light burst through the cabin's broken windows. The sound of gunshots filled the air, and the creature's roars turned into agonized cries. A group of hunters had come to our rescue, armed with an arsenal of weapons. The hunters managed to drive the creature away, giving us a chance to escape. We fled from that cursed cabin, forever scarred by the horrors we had witnessed. The memory of the beast's haunting cries lingers in our minds, a chilling reminder of the dangers that lurk in the depths of the wilderness. To this day, we remain grateful for our narrow escape, vowing never to venture into those woods again. The beast of the woods serves as a chilling testament that some creatures are best left undisturbed, and some nightmares are all too real. And so, dear listener, should you find yourself drawn to the allure of the great outdoors, remember to tread cautiously, for the woods have a way of revealing their most chilling secrets when least expected.